It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll get a look at this team's leader at quarterback. He's not afraid to throw it, second in the NFL in touchdowns. This should be a good one to watch. Coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Looking to throw. Bolden. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Bolden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Off the play fake. Bolden. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now a first carry here for their running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Off play action. Bolden. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 85 yards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside. Where they
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Back out comes San Antonio. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Looking to throw. Bolden. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hicks. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Complete to right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
Offside.
A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call,
Automatic
mark off the
first down.
5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bolden. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Bolden. Flush to his right. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. In motion goes the tight end. His throw incomplete. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Bolden. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Langford. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Frost. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive, Bolden. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Bolden. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hicks. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off play action. Bolden. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Off the play fake. Bolden out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bolden. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Back to throw. Frost, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Bolden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Off play action. Bolden. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
2nd and 6.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. In motion, the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Yeah, he'll try to run with this.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Frost. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Frost.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Frost.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Frost. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Frost. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Operating from the gun, Frost. Looking middle, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Operating from the gun, Bolden. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Bolden out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Back to throw. Frost. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Second down and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Looking to throw. Frost throwing middle, and it's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back
to throw. Frost. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Back now in San Antonio as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
2nd and 5.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Able to slither by, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The 20, 5, and he gets it all the way down to the 3.
94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Looking to throw. Frost. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Bolden. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hicks. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Bolden over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bolden. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
117 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Bolden. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more on that one and another first down. Looking to throw. Bolden. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Off the play fake. Bolden on the crossing route, complete. That's Hicks. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Right back to him on first down.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 160 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.